10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the freaking frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the freaking frogs gay. Serious crap.
Crap!
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you guys doing today? My camera sucks right now because I have no lights set up in this room, which is what we're going to be working on tonight. This is why I called this chat a very, in bold letters, very unprofessional podcast. Y'all are going to watch me build shelves while we talk, because it was either that or not do a show at all, because I got too much crap to do. What's up, everybody? Let me get the chat pulled up. Holy shit, I didn't even get the chat pulled out here.
Oh, yeah. Now we're really unprofessional.
It's just so unprofessional today. Good Lord.
Amateur hour.
I hope everybody's okay with the new time frame, because I'm sorry, I'm not doing later than this. I got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work. So I can't stay at the same time I used to be, which was fine when I was in the central time zone. 8 o'clock my time then was fine. That would be 9 o'clock now. And I'm going to start turning into Duke halfway through the chats if I do that. I'm going to be like, so no, we're backing it up. It's an hour earlier. That's just what I have to do. So of course, I do have a lot of people that watch who are already on East Coast time. So I guess it might even work better for them. I have no idea.
Works better for me.
So, okay, well, cool. But yeah, so we're going to do it now. It's still 8 o'clock. It feels the same to me. But it does feel the same to me, but everybody else is like, wait, it's an hour earlier. All right, cool. Anyway, tonight's chat. Let me explain something. So we left on Tuesday last week, and we didn't get here till 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And then we slept for a few hours after we spent a couple of hours unloading enough stuff to at least get our mattresses out of the big truck, so that way we could sleep for a little bit. And then we spent all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday unpacking. Spent a good deal of time today going through stuff. Of course, I had to go do some stuff this morning for my job, which I don't start until next Monday. But I had to go do some stuff for that. I got to go do some more stuff for it tomorrow. In addition to like buying things for the house, curtains and shower curtains and fucking rugs and all the shit that a house needs when you move in and there's like nothing there. All the little shit. Trying to get everything done. I've saved my office for mostly last. You can tell here, and I know shitty lighting. These are shelves. There are 3 shelves, although I'm sure on screen they just look like a black blob. We got no lighting, nothing on them. I'm putting 2 more shelves here behind me. You can see my gun safes over here. The room I'm in is smaller than what I used to have, so I'm having to make it work. But I figured tonight what we could do is you guys could inform me of what's been going on in the world while I build shelves and try and get my room set up. Because I have to do this stuff. I'm trying to get everything done before I have to start work next Monday. And there's just so much little shit to do. But yeah. Anyway. So that's what we're going to do tonight. It's going to be a very unprofessional podcast. We're just going to be sitting here shooting the shit. If y'all got things you want to talk about, I can feel free to throw them up in the chat. I will ask, Sith, would you like to be the secretary tonight?
Sure.
I need somebody to read chats to me. So that way, if I'm doing something and I'm not looking directly at the screen, I can still keep the conversation going. So, but anyway, I see people in the chat. So let me get some of these comments and all that kind of stuff. But Let Steel says, "Welcome to the Lord's time zone." No, it's still fucked up. Central time zone is still the best time zone, but whatever. No.
I'm in Mountain Time, so.
Tarkay says, "Welcome to the frozen north. I'm glad you made it safe." Yeah, I mean, it was the snowstorms and stuff didn't come in until Friday, like after we were already here. So the roads were fine, except like, okay, so when we came up all the way up through Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois, brief, like less than an hour in Indiana, and then into Michigan. Now I've driven through Oklahoma many times, and I've driven through Missouri a couple of times. Never driven through Illinois, Indiana, and whatever. So Oklahoma's roads always suck. Like, always fucking suck. They're awful roads. They're horrible. And when you're driving a 30-foot truck, dragging a car hauler with a Nissan Rogue on it, they suck 20 times worse. Missouri roads are great. No problems on the highways in Missouri. I mean, other than all the hills, which was really rough on the truck I was driving because it was full of my house and dragging one of my cars behind it. So every time I'd go down a hill, I'd try to get as much speed as possible so that I could get back up the next hill. Illinois roads absolutely fucking suck. They're awful. They're not quite as bad as Oklahoma's, but they're pretty damn bad. Indiana, I wasn't even in Indiana long enough to really gauge the roads. And then in Michigan, most of the roads were good. There was a little stint on I-69 that was really bad. But for the most part, good roads that we took. So it was mostly just like the roads itself that were the problem with the drive, not the fucking weather or anything. Now, once we got here, it's just been dumping snow for the last few days, which has been fine. I mean, we've been driving around and doing stuff and running errands and stuff in it. It's, you just got to drive slower and pay more attention. But, but yeah, we made it. Political purposes, I love the new time. I'm in your time zone. I'm 23, so I'm too old to stay up late. Old Man Butler says, "Does the Bourbon have tires that are good in the snow?" I don't know. It's been fine. I don't know. All my cars just have like all weather tires. You know what I mean? Like, I know there are like winter specific tires, which I'm not going to put winter specific tires on my tires for someplace where there's really only snow conditions about 3 months of the year, give or take. You know what I mean? Maybe at some point I've heard some people get like 2 sets of tires for their cars and then swap them out for winter and maybe do something like that. But, whatever. Old Man Barker says, when I drove back from Arizona, Indiana had the worst roads. Yeah, I didn't drive through Indiana long enough to really get a gauge on the roads. It's just a quick little trip. You leave Illinois, you drive through the very tip of Indiana.
Just the tip?
Just the tip. Just for like less than an hour, and then you're in Michigan. So I wasn't in Indiana very long. But yeah. So Wayne says he's back Midwestern now. Is Michigan Midwestern? Is that considered Midwestern? I have no idea.
Mid-Eastern?
I don't know.
Yeah, I would think more Mid-Eastern.
Oh.
I kind of view Wisconsin as like the cutoff for Midwest.
Yeah. I always thought of Midwest like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Nebraska, Iowa, North and South Dakota, and then that's like really it.
That was Minnesota.
I don't know.
Minnesota.
Mhm.
That's just Canada Light.
Yeah. I will say, everybody's like, at least for me, uncomfortably nice here. Like when you go into a store, I'm not used to it. Everybody's smiling and saying hello to you. Like when you walk in the door of every store, like
Well,
I'm not used to that. We don't do that in Texas. You know what I mean? You get like in Texas, you get like the nod where it's like, what's up? Like that's it.
no, you get the nice people around here too. So
Yeah, it's weird for me because I don't know if it's fake or real. Although they seem very genuine. Everybody's been really nice. I went up. We went grocery shopping yesterday, maybe. I don't remember if it was yesterday or Saturday. We went grocery shopping, and Duke had told me go check out Aldi's. He's like Aldi's they don't have a lot of stuff, but they have all the basics, and they got really good prices. So we went to Aldi's to pick some stuff up and check it out because I've never been to an Aldi's because we don't have those in Texas. And I went up to the front, and not because we don't have this in Texas. You have to put a quarter in to get a cart.
yep, that's just on that Aldi's.
That's not something we do in Texas.
It's the thing they do to try to encourage people to bring their buggies back.
Yeah, and I get it, and it makes sense. I understand. However, I'm just not used to it. So I went to go grab a cart while the rest of the family was walking in, and I don't have any quarters on me. So I go to grab a cart, and I look down. I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, "Fuck!" So I turn around, and I'm gonna walk back to my wife to see if she's got a quarter in her purse because they've already walked in the store. And this dude's returning his cart, and he's like, "Hey, you want this one?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "You don't care about the quarter?" "Oh no, go ahead, take the rest. That's fine. Have a great day." And I'm like, "Okay, thank you, appreciate it." Like people
I
just,
saw a funny video where people were talking about like, yeah, Aldi's is so great. They sell these buggies just for a quarter.
yeah.
So you liked Aldi's?
Yeah, I mean it's small, but I mean Duke was right. They have like all the basics you could need, and they have really good prices for what they have. You know what I mean? So
if you like Aldi's, how about Aldi's nuts?
Aldi's nuts.
But
Got him.
Yeah, but I still got to go check out. I keep wanting to call it Meher because that's how it would be pronounced in Texas, but I guess it's Myers. Is that how you pronounce it? The grocery store?
yeah,
Because it's clearly spelled Meher in Texas because you know that the J is an H sound in Texas. So when I see it, that's what pops in my head. But I guess Meyer, I got to go check them out. I heard they're pretty nice grocery store, I guess. I don't know. We went and hit Ollie's today just to pick up some cheap stuff.
okay. I was getting ready to ask you. You do have an Ollie's, right?
There's an Ollie's in Flint, which I'm going to be working in Flint, which is only like 20 minutes from my house.
That's good.
So, but we don't have an Ollie's in where I live, the little town I live in. There's not an Ollie's, but there's practically everything else. There's Kroger, there's Aldi's, there's Myers, there's Walmart, there's a movie theater, there's Dollar Tree, there's every fucking fast food place you can imagine in my town. Like you wouldn't need, like, unless I just want to go to Ollie's, you know what I mean? Like you don't need to leave the town I live in, you know, but there's other stuff. So we went out, like we don't have a Home Depot here. So today when I had to go into Flint to go do some stuff for the job, we hit Ollie's and we hit Home Depot. And because we don't have those in Lapeer where I live. So yeah, anyway, that's what's going on. So yeah, we're still unpacking and moving stuff and getting the house settled and everything, and I'm trying to get my office settled. So like I said, guys, I'm gonna use Sith for Life as a secretary tonight who's gonna read me chats, or all of y'all can. I don't really give a shit.
I guess we need to turn the chats on.
Yeah. So that way I can start building the shelves I've got to put up here. And then I got to get the shelves put up and I got to get the lights in. 2 of my shelves didn't make it. They crumbled. Of course, it was the 2 older ones, the big ones that Walmart doesn't sell anymore. They didn't make it. They broke apart. Those are the ones I've had the longest. So they've been through a couple of moves now. And when I pulled them off the truck, they just crumbled. I was like, so I bought a couple of new ones, but at least all the shelves will match now. These 3, the newer ones, they made it. And then I just bought 2 more to put right here. So I'm going to be here. Like I said, this is a very unprofessional podcast. First podcast at the new house. I got to get this room set up. Because I've got a hallway outside my door full of about 20 boxes of shit that needs to make its way in here so that people can properly walk up and down the hallway. So I've got to get this stuff set up so that I can start getting that stuff in here so that way I can put everything away. I think I've got most of the gun stuff done because, my guns were all in my gun safe anyway, except for a couple of them. So the guns are in the gun safe. So that stuff's mostly set. I got all my ammo packed away. We got our shed set up. I got the master bedroom set up, the girls' bed. I got all the... I tried to save my stuff for last to get everybody else settled and then work on the office next, or last thing. So
makes sense. Take care of the family first.
And what is it about fucking Michigan? I have been so fucking thirsty since I've been here. Thirstier than I've ever been in my life. My wife says it's because the really low humidity here, so your body's not like absorbing moisture all the time. Because it's really fucking dry. And I've been drinking water like a motherfucker since I got here.
Just come back to Texas.
Because where we lived, the humidity was usually like, my wife's got this little humidity gauge that we've had for like 10 fucking years, and she always keeps it up like in the kitchen. And usually like we're in the upper 50s to mid 60s as far as like the percentage of humidity, usually like in our house, right? Like not outside, but in the house down there. Here it's like 39% humidity. So it's way, way, way less moisture in the air. So I'm guessing that's why I'm so motherfucking thirsty. Good Lord. I've been going through water bottles like a son of a bitch. But
hopefully not from Flint.
No. Lapierre's got good water. I mean, I don't drink tap water anyway. I haven't drank tap water since I left Dallas back in 2002. So, because my wife doesn't drink tap water, and so I got that from her. And so we've always drank, usually not these. We keep the big 5 gallons with the dispenser, but we didn't bring the last dispenser we had. We gave that to my mother because she needed one. We're like, well, you take it, we'll get another one. And we haven't bought another one yet, so we've been buying these bottles of water since we got here, but we got to get another water dispenser. I like the water dispensers that dispense hot and cold because I like to make instant coffee, and I just fucking get some fucking hot water out of that dispenser and boom, done. You know what I mean? So speaking of coffee, I haven't had coffee today. I'm gonna ask my wife if she can make me a cup of coffee. Let's do that. That'll give me some
We got super chat.
Oh, super chat. Sorry, Preston Garvey. Sorry, Preston. I'm real schizo right now. It's the chemicals that turn the freaking frogs gay. That's what's making me so fucking thirsty.
Duke's in the background.
Oh shit! Sorry. Fuck.
So I was like, "Hey, don't worry. His show doesn't start till 9." But then I forgot we're in the same time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it threw me off. That's why I was late. I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
7:15. He's already on shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just happened to think about it. Like, oh yeah, I know I got the link for the streams. Like, I remember him talking about he's going to start streams different times because he's different time zone.
Yeah.
It's going to take a little getting used to starting at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, no. I mean, it feels like I said, it feels like the same time to me. It's still 8 o'clock for me, no matter what. Is everybody else has got to deal with it being a different time.
That's funny.
It's 6 o'clock for me, so.
Oh shit. Well, so this week, I'm going to try and plan everything out here, guys. So this week, I'm doing tonight's chat. I'm going to do Wednesday night's chat. I'm not going to be able to do any Friday night chats this week. I apologize, there, Collector. I have something I have to do Friday night.
No worries.
So, but we'll get back on track on the.
I wasn't able to do one Friday either.
Yeah. I was looking just like I was gonna see like if you did one, I was gonna like try and pop in on my phone for a little bit.
I didn't have.
I was like,
get power to like an hour before the streams would started. I was like, I'm not doing setting thing up.
So, but hopefully by next week we'll be back on track for all the chats. They're just gonna all be an hour earlier than everybody's used to. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, Practical Bacon dropped in a super chat. Thank you, Mr. Bacon. Welcome to the Midwest and the proper time zone. Is it the proper time zone?
It is.
No.
I don't know. Let's see. Oh, another super chat from Electric Ninja says, best part about Michigan is deer hunting. Try it. I plan to.
Oh, yeah.
Duke said he was going to take me.
We're definitely going next year.
I got to go sight in all my rifles that I haven't used in like 3 or 4 years. But and especially after the move, the way they got banged around, I'm sure. But I don't know. I've got what do y'all like? What's the distance for deer hunting up here?
Oh, so you won't be taking any big. You're not gonna be taking any big shots. And if we hunt around here, like, and by here I mean the southern part of Michigan, you'll be using a slug gun or a 450. We get to use straight walled cartridges or pistol cartridges. You can't use rifles down here.
Fuck,
So
I don't have any of those things.
we got extra. Don't worry.
Right.
Like, you're not gonna go. Like, we got.
I don't have none of that shit.
Yeah, I got slug guns. We have.
I got like my deer hunting rifles. I have 3 of them. I have my 30-30, which is the one I prefer to use, and that gets me anywhere inside 150 to 200 yards is what I usually. That's what I usually use in Texas. I have the 308 and the 30-06 as well. So
No, you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll be totally fine.
dude,
You move
we got
behind
plenty
enemy
of
lines.
now wait. Let me ask you this. Does 357 count?
Yeah,
Can
you can use 357. Yeah.
Because I've got a 357 lever gun. I don't have it scoped out. I'd have to get it scoped out.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I've got a 357 lever gun.
Yeah, a lot of people hunt like that. You won't be taking anything further than like 70 yards in the areas that we're going to hunt, so you'll be fine.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes. So
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, like I said to everybody showing up late because they're not used to this time. Tonight's chat's gonna be very unprofessional. We're gonna talk whilst I build some shelves and stuff because I have to. Because I got to get. Well, Duke saw it. He came over. That hallway full of shit that I got to get in this room.
Oh yeah, it's so much stuff.
I got to get my fucking shit in here, and I had to get some shelves built up in here. So I just went right before the chat, picked up a couple more shelves. So I've got these 3 right here. I'm going to put 2 more back behind me, and I technically have one. I have room for 1 more right kind of by the door. But I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to build a couple shelves to put up on the walls above the computer, like I had at the other place, because that's just a lot of unused space, and I have a lot of shit. So we'll see. But I'm gonna start building shelves. My wife is being very nice and said she was gonna bring me some coffee. So let's start talking, guys. Like I said, you guys, if you guys can keep an eye on the chat for me, I'm gonna crack this first box open.
Oh yeah.
And start putting this shit together. I can hear everything. I just won't be looking at the chat. And you guys can still hear me on the microphone. But I got to get this stuff. It was either do it this way or not do a chat at all today. Because
Political Prepper asked, how much of your food and water and other preps did you bring with you, and how much are you going to have to replace?
We were able to bring a lot. I gave a lot to my mother because she's staying down there for now. She might be moving up maybe next year. I don't know. We'll see. We gave a lot of food and stuff to her, but I've still got. Well, Duke, you saw how much stuff I had when you came over.
A ton. It's still a ton.
Yeah, I've still got quite a bit loaded up into those. Those. I don't know what size they are. How many? They measure them by gallons. Those big black totes with the yellow tops that Walmart sells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a bunch of those.
I've got like 10 of those full of food and a bunch of 5-gallon buckets and stuff like that. So, yeah. So we were able to bring a lot of it, but we did get, like I said, we gave a lot away to like my mother and family and stuff like that. Because we didn't want to bring all of it, and they could have used, anything they could use. We basically told everybody in the family, look, if there's anything you need out of our house, and you want it, like fucking, that means we don't have to move it. So, you know what I mean?
Ghost Shadows, like I mentioned, like how many think Matt remembered to change his address of his PO box?
I haven't gotten a new PO box yet. Thank you, baby. I haven't gotten a new PO box yet. The old one actually still exists. I'm letting my mother use it because she used it as well. It was my PO box, but she used it. So I actually left it open. But don't send anything there.
Because Matt won't
all
get
sorts of sex toys.
I'm not gonna get it. I gotta get a PO box up here though. Which again, I did so much little shit to do that we haven't done yet. So, but.
Oh man, Buttrickle says, tell Matt he can now give people the wink when he tells people he lives near 69.
That's true. Although I already did. 69 goes all the way down to Brownsville. All 69 is a series of highways that like okay, so down where I used to live in South Texas, it was Highway 77/69. And it went up a way, and then Highway 37 became part of Highway 69. And then I think Highway 75 became part of 69. Like, Highway 69 is just, it's like a fucking clusterfuck of a bunch of different highways that sometimes are only called Highway 69, and sometimes it's another highway. 69 is just supposed to be a big north to south interstate, is all it is. So, but I know I just had a pocket knife here somewhere.
Lele said that 360 Buckhammer is a straight wall 30-30.
360 Buckhammer? I think I've heard of that round. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you're gonna have to change up your fucking arsenal now because you went.
I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm from Texas. We just shoot regular rifles. Is there a regular rifle season anywhere, or is that just up north?
It has to do with up north, so it has to do with location. So everywhere we hunt down here, you have to hunt with either shotgun, muzzleloader, or straight walled cartridge. So, which is a pistol cartridge. So you'll be fine in that sense, but most of the hunting we do is all here. But like I said, like we all have extra slug guns. There's a couple of 450s, so like you're not gonna go without, and like we're fine. And with whitetail deer, like we have a couple single shot slug guns, and we've got like I bought tons of ammo before COVID. My father-in-law and I went in together on like 500 rounds of slug. And like I shoot like 5 slug a year. Like you sight your rifle in with like 3, and then you shoot maybe 2 during the season if you kill 2 deer. Like you're not shooting a bunch. So I have more slug than I'll the slugs will outlive me, which is the purpose of it. But like I said, you'll be fine. You don't need to buy anything. There's plenty of what we have to go around.
Okay. Well, I might just for shiggles, just to have something for myself, I might want to get that 357 lever action scoped out.
Oh yeah, or you can get a break action, very cheap 450, with just like a single shot, and then you have a scope, or you get a scope. That would be like a $500 bill, like all said and done. And now you have your hunting gun.
What about 350 Legend?
He can use that. That's fine. My brother-in-law uses that. So
Does he just have an AR upper?
no, he has a bolt action, like real
Okay.
deal, like really good setup.
Well, couldn't I just get like a 350 upper for an
Yes,
AR?
yes. You get a 350 or 450 upper, and I think you could get like a 5-round magazine.
Yeah.
So that would probably be the smartest move.
Yeah, because I can just slap that on one of my AR lowers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, lots to think about.
Well, and like
Lots of fun gun stuff to buy.
yeah, and it'll be fun to piece it out together, and then you got a setup. So
Yeah.
Income says you can make a 450 Bushmaster AR upper from, PSA on the cheap.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like a good deal. I mean, I don't know if I'll do that right away, but
you got a year. You got a year. You're not gonna start doing that till August. So you'll be totally fine.
Okay, but 45 gap is straight walled, right?
yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Dedicated hunting gun right there.
Exactly.
Woo, that almost fell on my foot. All right. But yeah, no, I like the idea of having like an AR setup.
Oh, an AR would be honestly the best way to do it, because then you're just getting an upper and getting a scope, and you're good.
Yeah, right.
Although I'll be honest, I'll probably I'll eventually buy a lower for it. I'll have one that's dedicated, just because.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't like swapping uppers. Honestly, I've done it before, like when I've tried some stuff out to see if I liked it. But if I like it, I'll usually then just buy it its own lower. Especially nowadays, lowers are so fucking cheap, man.
Oh yeah. Well, like Vice Armory, which is just by you down the road, literally.
Yeah.
There's lowers there on the very good cheap, so it'll be fun. They get them directly from PSA, and they sell them at like PSA costs are a little bit cheaper.
Oh, nice.
So I've actually gone there and said like, hey, I want something from PSA, but I want to buy it from you. And so literally I just save the transfer fee.
Yeah.
And they usually give me like $5 or $10 different. So, I mean, and I would rather, and obviously they're still making a profit. So it makes sense that way, because I'd rather support them through PSA, because then they get their cut, PSA gets their cut, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
So,
Duke, what are you doing this weekend? I want to go hit up some gun shops and toy shops up here.
well, let's do it then. Like whatever day you want to do it, let's just do it.
Okay.
It'll be perfect.
I'm hoping I'll have everything set up and won't have too much to do by Saturday. So
You mean Michigan has that kind of stuff?
They do. I've got a fucking vintage toy shop and several gun shops. Well, it like in Lapeer. So I want to check out that gun shop you're talking about, and I want to check out that toy shop. It's called Fantastic Planet.
Yep.
Or Plastic Planet. Plastic Planet. I think that's what it is.
Captain Planet.
So how hurt was your buddy down there that you used to go to for all your geek stuff? Did he hurt that you decided to move away?
Oh, Quinn? Oh yeah, I went there a couple days before we left, and Quinn gave me a big hug and said good luck and all that stuff. So yeah, it was cool. I'm gonna miss Quinn. He was a really good dude, and it was nice to go hang out with him, and it's nice when you actually are like legitimately friends with, like, whether it's at the gun shop or at the toy shop, you know what I mean? Like me and him were legitimately friends. It wasn't just like I buy shit from him, So it was a good relationship. So I'll miss Quinn. But yeah. Oh, let's put a shelf together, motherfuckers. Shall we? We got this shit. We got all kinds of stuff we got to use. Let's see. What is Ninja guy saying? 50 Beowulf upper?
Yeah, with a few
That seems like overkill to me. What the fuck
There's
are you?
no such thing. You want to kill it, cook it, and clean it all at the same time.
Yeah, right. It'll still work.
Now let's play Shelf Jenga and figure out where everything goes.
Everyone, he moved up to Michigan, and he's got a good job. There's people out there keep asking.
Oh yeah. God.
And Matt said he's going to start a second channel dedicated to solely scaring Duke on occasion.
Oh man, it's gonna be bad.
Dude, Duke was so paranoid. I didn't know this. He was telling me about it later. When he came to my house the other night. Well, you tell the story. You're right here.
Yeah. So I pulled up to his house and it was dark and it was like snow everywhere. And I'm thinking I'm like, man, he told me to text him like when I was close or when I was like on my way or something. So I did it and I got there and I was like, he could be like waiting for me, like in the dark, in the bushes, in the trees, or behind like a trash can. So I kind of approached his house with like a little bit of like anxiety, and I was like, he could be popping out any time now. And it did. He came to the door like a gentleman, like a normal person. I was paranoid that he was going to come get me.
Yeah. I was just like in my house, like unpacking shit.
Yeah. Super funny.
Well, that's just how we roll in Texas. Just call us when you're on your way, and that we know about how long it is until we expect you here.
I'm just like, just give me a call when you're getting close. That way I can tell everybody, hey, Duke's coming over. You know what I mean? Like, just that way nobody's surprised, and then everything's good. Yeah. That's the only thing. So,
now, Duke, Matt's going to be hiding out in your cornfield soon.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
Give me a little while.
He'll come out in overalls and have a scythe in his hand and some creepy ass mask on.
Be dressed up like an Amish man, like Duke. They're coming for you. They're coming for you.
Dressed up like what was the dude's name from Children of the Corn? The redheaded kid, Josiah, or something like that.
With Josiah, they had
the sickle come out of the cornfield.
Oh man, that's exactly what.
Hello, Duke. Join us.
Join us. The chosen.
You've been dead the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna come out just like a Amish zombie from Z Nation.
Good Lord. Where's the instructions for this crap? Because I forget how to put these together. It should be fairly simple, but there's always like some kind of. Every time you go to put one of these together, it's like. Because I've done this a million times. I'll put a shelf together, and I'm like, I've done this so many times, I can do it without looking at the instructions. And then I'll get halfway through it and be like, fuck, I should have put this piece on first. So that literally happens every damn time. So I'm like, no, I'm going to look at the instructions before I do all this bullshit.
Grumpy said, how is zipping back on your bottoms to your camo shorts?
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just wearing jeans now. Although it's honestly kind of hot in my office. Our fucking heater works really good.
Oh, yeah. Those space heaters will do you well, man.
Like, the house heater, I had to turn it down because it was too hot in my room. My room is really close to the heater, so I guess it gets the heat first before it goes to the rest of the house. And it like fucking, my room was getting hot. So before the chat, I went out there and turned it down to like fucking 60 because it was still kicking on because it's like, well, when I went out to Walmart earlier, it was 11 degrees outside, which feels fine. I mean, you acclimate pretty damn quick. You know what I mean?
I figured you'd be used to the heat because coming from Matana, Texas, you'd be like, oh, it feels like home.
No, I don't like the heat. That's the thing. That's why
I know.
I don't fucking want to sweat. And I was in my office, getting stuff ready before the chat. And I'm like, this too fucking hot in here, man. What the hell?
Do you remember that was one of the most entertaining streams from last year when the air conditioner was out.
Yeah, when my AC went out and I was just fucking mad the entire
time. Yeah, I remember that.
Just yelling at everybody because I was pissed off in a house in South Texas in June with no AC.
Now, if your heater goes out, you're going to be just like an Eskimo on camera.
Yeah, but see, that's the difference. At least I can get dressed up and be warm.
Yep.
If your house in South Texas has no air conditioning, you can't cool off. There's no cooling off. You can walk around your house naked. You're still going to sweat. Like, that's fucked up, man. So, yeah.
Should have came to Rapid. It's -6 out right now, and this is the warmest it's going to be until Thursday.
Lucky.
I mean, the cold does not bother me as much as the heat does. So, whatever, man.
Yeah, you can only take off so many layers of clothes here before, decent exposure and you get arrested.
Yeah, we don't want to get arrested. All right, I got to find A1, D1, and C1. Here we go. Good God. This is fun.
This segment is brought to you by Matt putting the shelf together.
This segment is brought to you by Mainstay 5-shelf bookcase at Walmart for $34.95. But they're good shelves. I like them. They work. So they've always done what I needed them to do. They're fairly cheap. Well, they used to be $25 just a couple years ago. Thanks, Biden.
You're right. Grumpy said pretty soon you're going to take off your pants because it's hot in there while you're putting your shelves together.
No, I do that when I clean my SKS. Right, Duke?
That's right.
Duke's going to come over and help me clean my SKS. Right, Duke?
I will be there. I will bring the lube.
All right. Nice.
Old man Butt Rickle says you and the family will now know the value of thermal underwear.
Yeah, we haven't. I haven't gotten it yet. Honestly, like it's been cold here, and we were gonna get some, but like everybody's just laying. My legs don't get cold. Honestly, I've got some good. I've had these boots for years, and never got a chance to wear them. They're brand fucking new because it's just not appropriate for Texas. But I've got these like thermal fucking these Keen, these expensive ass like $160 fucking boots, and they're brand new. I've had them for like 8 years, and they've just sat in my closet. And I finally get to use them because they're perfect for down here.
Tiny ass fucking feet. They look like a size 4.
It's a size 11, bro. That's a size 11.
I wear a size 15.
Yeah, because you're a fucking Sasquatch. Anyway, so my legs don't get cold. And as far as my body goes, I mean, I just have like a t-shirt, a sweater, and then I put my jacket on. I'm fine. It's my hands and my head that get cold because I'm bald, and my hands always get cold. So I got some good gloves. I got good hats. My jeans, I'm just wearing jeans with nothing under them, and I'm fine.
Whoa, free balling.
Yeah, no, I don't wear underwear. I've told people about that on the chat before. I don't like underwear.
I don't either. I've been free balling for like 30 years.
Yeah, I don't like wearing underwear, so I don't wear that. Let's see. D1 and C1 are right here. All right, keep talking. I gotta like get on the floor and like map this shit out. So y'all have fun. Whilst I know y'all want to see me get down on my knees like this, you fucking kinky bastard.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I got to get down here. Let me move the microphone over here a little bit. So it's
Don't forget the gurgle.
Yeah, you gotta get down there with the D. Or D1.
D1. Get down with the D. All right, let's see. This piece here.
I don't know if y'all saw it or not. Like Elon trolled CNN and Timberlake changed his name on X Twitter to Harry Balls.
Yes.
And CNN was so stupid they didn't realize what it was. They read Harry Balls.
Harry Balls.
Income has a question. He asked, how many rounds do you shoot through a new gun, before you feel comfortable carrying it? And I will go first and say that I will want to shoot it at least 100 rounds, so a couple magazines or like a box of 50 for a revolver. But I have to get some ammo through it before I'll carry it. I just got a thing. You never know, and I wouldn't want to know and find out when I really needed it.
For me,
yeah, definitely.
For me, it depends on the gun. So yeah, like 1911s I'll shoot a few more rounds through. I want to shoot at least 100 rounds to 200 rounds through it. Dude, most of your modern, like polymer frame striker fired guns, if I can go put like 2 or 3 mags through it and have no issues, I'm usually pretty comfortable with it. Revolvers, honestly, dude, it made it through all 6 rounds. It didn't fucking lock up or, but I also don't really carry revolvers that often. So it depends on what the gun is.
Well, that's because for me, I would say that I'm more worried about the magazine because that's where my failures come from.
Yeah.
So it's really about getting the magazine, because I made the mistake years ago and where I got a new gun and I went to the section of magazines and I'm like, oh, I'll buy a couple of these cheaper magazines. And guess what? There's a reason why they're considerably cheaper. It's because they're crap.
You bought Pro Mag, didn't you? It was Pro Mag. You can say
that's
it.
Exactly what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't know better. And
I've done the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah, we all have.
I bought like a couple Pro Mag Beretta magazines, and they were garbage. So that's a hard way to find out. But yeah.
Yeah,
I've got 2 Pro Mags.
I've had Pro Mags, 1911 mags, steel 1911 mags, split at the back.
Oh yeah.
How do you mess up a 1911 mag? It's over 100 years old. You know what I mean? Like, Pro Mags are just fucking awful.
Yeah, I got lucky. I got 2 that work.
Oh, hold on. Let me get this super chat here. Tarkay says, "Daddy JD smacking the German government last week." I didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. I got to go grab a drill. Give me just a second. Keep talking amongst yourselves.
All right.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I at least 100 rounds. What else we got here?
Yeah, I like to put at least a box through a new gun. Now with my police trade-in, my Glock 21, I didn't really worry about it too much because, it's a trade-in, so I figured it already been put through its paces, but I still put enough through to make sure there wasn't any failures with it or the mags.
Well, that's reasonable though.
I'm a little bit more carefree about it. As long as it makes it through a mag, I'm okay.
I have to test any mag that I have for it, though. Like if I buy a new gun and some mags, you're like dude saying the mags is what sells. Duke Income says friends don't let friends buy Pro Mag.
I mean, I didn't. Yeah, right. I should have known better. I did.
I mean, look, Pro Mag came out. I feel like the first time I heard about Pro Mag was probably sometime in the early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s. I don't remember.
Yeah.
When they first came out, like you didn't know. You know what I mean? Like, oh, and they were selling a ton of stuff. Like,
yeah.
You would think that if there was that many problems, which I've never not had a problem with a Pro Mag, you would think, how can they be pumping this much stuff out? It was everywhere at every gun shop, for every gun you can possibly imagine.
Okay.
Every type of accessory, you know what I mean?
Well, Matt, I think it's very important that we talk about there are just different gun people. And I think that there is a large section of the gun community, and it maybe not folks that maybe dive into our world, but there's a large section of people who buy a $300 to $500 gun. They buy 2 boxes of ammunition and a half a box of carry ammo, and they buy an extra mag, and they never shoot their gun.
Mm-hmm.
They never shoot it. They bought it, they have it, and they throw it in their purse. They put it in a glove compartment, and they maybe shot it with their uncle once, and they never shoot it again. But they got it, and they'll brag about it being their best gun, but they just don't shoot it. And I'm not necessarily mad at that. I'm just saying I think that I think a lot of that fits a lot of people's like what they do. A lot of so.
Yeah, I think, and look, if if you, and a lot of people do that, and you're right. And if it's, you know, if it's something you only ever have to use once and it works that one time,
Yeah.
it's job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's not a bad thing per se.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Practical Bacon was saying when he was new to guns that he thought Pro Mag was short for Magpul or something like that, and thought it was the same. Or P Mag was short for Pro Mag and thought it was the same.
Oh yeah. But I think that's a mistake that I made the mistake of buying guns I didn't know nothing about. I made the mistake of, listening to the guy behind the counter when I was first into pistols. I knew a lot more about rifles, but the whole pistol game, I had no idea about the pistol game, and I had no idea about, really what that was about and things like that. So I think that comes with time and exposure, and then with things like the advancement of YouTube, and that you can literally just Google or YouTube a gun you want to buy, and you're going to find out everything about it. Yeah. So
YouTube has changed the game for guns, man. Like, in a great way.
Oh yeah, because you can go on YouTube and just, oh, this is new. I want to see all the reviews about it, whether I want to, put my money in it or not. Because I've done that for a long time. Research a gun before I actually buy it.
Yeah. And it makes sense, Yep.
Because I've done that before and got burned on a couple of bad guns. Like, one of the worst ones I ever had was a semi-auto Remington 30-06. That motherfucker was garbage. It would always jam. Didn't matter which of the factory mags I used, which they had a short one and a long one for, ended mag. That was a garbage fucking gun.
Let's see. I'm trying to read the screen. I can't see it from here.
Time to sit down and watch a 45-minute Nut and Fancy video on this gun. No, I never cared for Nut and Fancy.
Nut and Fancy is a fucking steaming douchebag.
Yeah, just like Hickok.
His cock 45.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Although, I haven't really paid attention to any of those fuckers in so many years. Like, I don't know. I can't tell you. It's been well over a decade, probably longer than that, since the last time I even accidentally clicked on a Nut and Fancy video.
Oh yeah. I remember when Yankee used to bitch all the time about Hickok.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Yankee, did you watch him bust his ass the other day?
No.
Yeah, he was sitting in his chair, leaning over, trying to shut a drawer that he keeps parts in, and he leaned forward too far and fell out and busted his ass.
Oh, somebody's got to show us that video.
Oh, you got to look it up because he's marked the video. Yankee falls out of his chair.
Well, that's funny.
But it's more towards the very end of that video. It was right before he ends it. He's like, he blames the audience for extending the chat for him instead of telling them it's time to.
Oh yeah, it's always the audience's fault.
Yeah, he's like, if I wouldn't have stayed on, I wouldn't have busted my ass. It's all your fault.
Well, that's funny. It's super funny that he clipped the video too, knowing that people are gonna want to see it. So.
Right.
Let's see. Missing a fucking shelf? Better not be. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. B1. That's the shelf I need. B1.
Bingo.
Roger.
Bingo. Nice little wooden pegs. Duke, you like a good peg once in a while, right?
I mean, I'm yeah, maybe.
He's just getting used to tip touching.
I mean, you rode with the Navy from time to time.
Yeah, very true.
And they're really into that. I know the Navy loves their pegging.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there with this shit.
Yay.
We'll be there eventually.
How long do you think it's going to take for you to set up your room the way you want it?
A solid day. Like, once I get all the shelves in, it'll take a solid day. So, yeah. It's going to be a while.
Lucky you got a little time before you start working.
Yeah. I still got a week. So I'm hoping to get everything done by then. Hopefully I will. We'll see.
You got two questions. Calhoun says, did you get a new save? And old man Buttwrinkle says, so Matt and Duke already touched tips?
Yes, so we did in fact touch tips, and it was everything I thought it could be and more. Very intense. Just wonderful amounts of sexual pleasure. No, I didn't get a new safe. I've got the same. I brought my two safes that I've had. So it's the same two safes that I've had for a while. And now I'm missing some fucking screws.
Mr. Scary's 3D prints. I maybe, but I doubt it because he's fallen asleep early before. He goes, with the earlier time, does it mean that Duke won't fall asleep during the live chats anymore?
It'll happen less, but
yeah.
that's still not a guarantee it won't happen at all.
I mean, Duke has fallen asleep on his own chats many times already, so yeah. Just
like
saying.
Early chats too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That just because it's earlier doesn't mean it ain't gonna happen. It will. I guarantee you, it will happen. Although Duke's gotten a lot better about just ducking out whenever he starts to get sleepy. He used to like stay on, and then we would hear him snore.
He doesn't even say goodbye. He's gone.
He's just gone. He's like, no, if I can't do it anymore, boom, done. So yeah.
Grumpy says, NeverEnuffAmmo works. I thought he was a live in the house husband.
I wish I would do that. I've told my wife many times, if you ever get a good job and want me to stay home and take care of the kids, I will do that for you. So yeah, I'm down for it. I'm down for it.
Ledley says, well, at least if Matt or Duke falls asleep, you can drive over to his house, Matt, and wake him up.
Yep, I sure can. Go over there and scare the shit out of him.
Duke was so excited for you to come over there, he did not even think about the repercussions.
Yeah, right. Mojo says, did you see that Metgar is now going to make metal Glock mags?
Do what?
Mojo says, did you see that Metgar is now going to make metal Glock mags?
I did not, but I like Metgar mags. They make good shit.
I don't know. We'll see. Metgar is great, but I don't see how you could fuck up a Glock mag. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can. Pro Mag and KCI does it all the time.
Dude, you should grow that mohawk out.
He's going to need something being up there now in the cold for his bald head. And he's going to start wearing a toboggan like
going there, buddy?
What?
How's the ball shrivel going?
Ball shrivel?
Because of the coldness, your balls shrivel in the cold?
I haven't had that happen.
Yeah.
I must just have tough balls.
Yeah, your balls just don't know what to do. They've never dealt with cold like this before. What is it, like -5 right now?
Well, I think it's like 9, but with wind chill, it's like -7. But it's fine, dude. I'm hot.
Matt's gonna have to start wearing a toboggan like Temple.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm fucking sweating right now. So,
Well, Grumpy called it. You're gonna start stripping your clothes off because it's hot.
as soon as it gets hot enough, I'm gonna get naked and start cleaning an SKS.
Ooh, giggity! Don't tease us with the good time. Old man Burickle says Honda's just jealous. Matt is now touching tips with Duke.
Right.
No, I am jealous because of the tip touching. You're right. Is Duke here?
Yeah, he had to step away
He
for a
was.
moment.
It was a minute ago.
That bastard.
Yeah, he said he'd be right back.
That doesn't mean anything.
True. You could have just fallen asleep already.
Yeah, he might have just duped out.
Yeah, typical Duke.
Typical Duke.
What is this, like the watch Matt set up his fucking office stream?
What are you talking
Yes.
about?
That's exactly what it is, actually.
What's typical Duke, motherfuckers?
Just duking from the stream, not saying bye. You just leave without any warning.
I had to go say goodnight to my wife.
I know. That's what I told him you'd be back.
All
I
right.
just realized you started an hour earlier because now you're in a new time zone.
We all did.
Yeah, everybody except for Sith was late.
Mm,
Bandrake's out there. He said he'll be in soon.
All right. I just realized I'm like 2 screws short. They shorted me 2 screws.
screws are loose.
Those bastards, they killed Kenny. Okay, I got my own screws I can use.
But Wrinkle says Honda will just have to visit Michigan so they can try tip.
We can do the watermelon thing.
Oh yeah, I'm eating a tri-tip right now.
So good.
All right.
Nice ass.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, you've been up in there before, so don't even play.
You got a super chat, Matt, from Dino Spumoni. It says,
Dino!
bro, you
Bro, you got more than 2 screws. That's true, I do. That is factual. All right, let me go. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something.
He's got to go find a screw. He lost.
Ugh. Damn, you got 125 people watching this shit show.
Nice.
All right.
Diggity.
Giggity.
Everybody missed Matt the whole, week or so he was gone, moving.
You don't know what you have until it's gone.
Exactly.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Kind of like Honda forgetting to do his chat last night. Everybody was mad.
Yeah, everyone can suck a dick. I'm just kidding. I was tired, man. I had to I don't know, like the day before I worked like 12 hours. The day before that I worked like 10 hours. And then I don't know, it was about 5 o'clock yesterday. And my eyes started getting real heavy. And then I don't know, I was like, let me just lay down and watch this movie real quick. And the next thing I knew, it was 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, I was on Lawfully Arms chat last night for a little while, and he couldn't remember if you said that you picked up a Saturday and Sunday shift or what. So we figured you were just working.
No, I was working on sleeping. It was pretty nice.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta take time for yourself to get some rest.
Oh, speaking of movies, I was watching this weekend. Me and my wife were watching movies on the website whilst chilling and relaxing from all the move.
Max and all cool.
Chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool, and all shooting.
Playing some b-ball.
Yeah, inside the school.
What a couple of guys. They were up to no good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. Got one little fight of a mom got scared with the auntie and the uncle in Bel Air.
I whistled for a cab, and when it came near,
The license plate said fresh shit and dice in the mirror. Anything I could think this cab was rare, but I thought, nah, forget it. Yo, home to Bel Air. Anyway.
look to my kingdom, I was finally there, set on my throne at Prince of Bel Air.
So anyway, we watched 2 movies this weekend. That's since I haven't done a geek chat in a while. I want to talk about geek movies for a minute whilst I'm doing this. So, is Duke here?
Yep, I'm here.
All right.
Duke is here.
I'm going to talk about a couple movies you might be interested in. Both are on the website in good versions. The first one, which we'll start with the non-controversial one, was called The Gorge. And I don't know if anybody heard this movie. It was on Apple TV or whatever. But it's, I would say watch the trailer. Basically, it's about 2 people who both work for their respective militaries guarding a large gorge filled with mist. And they don't know why they're guarding it. And there's something in the mist, right? That's kind of the premise. And they're like military people or whatever. And one is on each side from 2 different countries. And I will say it was a fucking fantastic movie. I was really surprised. It's got Miles Teller is one of the 2. And then what's that alien-looking chick's name? I can't ever remember her name. With the
Taylor Joy.
Yeah,
Anna Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, she looks like a fucking alien. She's she's on the Russian side of the gorge. And it was a really fucking good movie. Like I was really surprised. It was a great fucking kind of monster sci-fi movie.
Nice.
And I thought it was a lot of fun. I give it 2 big ass thumbs up. Like it was good enough. I would have paid to go to the movies to see it.
Oh, that's cool.
That was a great movie. We watched that one last night. And then already on the website, there's a good version of the new Captain America movie.
Yep, I watched it.
I heard it sucks wholesale dick.
So yeah. I watched it.
Let me guess, you liked it.
My opinion on the movie is there is no reason for it to exist. Let me just be clear. It was not a bad movie. It just had no point existing. Like there was nothing that happened in that movie that furthered any characters, that furthered the overall MCU plot. It was honestly, I was expecting it to be a steaming pile of shit. And it wasn't a steaming pile of shit. It just had no reason to exist. There was nothing compelling about the movie. Like, when it comes to Marvel movies, used to be, you knew every Marvel movie was going to be a good movie. And this was just a really uneventful movie. It didn't seem to matter that they tried to turn it into we almost got into another world war with Japan kind of fucking situation. It still didn't seem like an important movie. It didn't seem like anything important happened in that movie at all. I like what's his face as leader. I like that actor, and I think he was a good choice in Incredible Hulk to play that role, and I think he's still a good choice. Everybody knows how I feel about Anthony Mackie as Captain America. I like Anthony Mackie just fine as Falcon. but he shouldn't have been Captain America. Bucky should have.
Yeah.
But that's
Yep,
not.
I agree.
That's not Anthony Mackie's fault. I think I liked him a lot as Falcon.
No, it's his fault. I heard what he said about America and about Captain
I
America.
mean,
Yeah, he's a fucking douchebag.
No, he's a douchebag. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about as far as him being a character in the MCU. You know what I mean?
Wait, what did he say?
He said a bunch of disparaging things about America and how about Captain America is not about America anymore. It's about everyone. And I'm like, nope, it's definitely about America. It's Captain America. That's his name. And he just said some things about like America. He just said some disparaging things that a person who plays Captain America shouldn't say. And I really wanted him to get like fired for saying that. And I thought that we were almost in a climate where they would do that. But everyone just spoke with the box office and said, yeah, we don't care about him. He's not really Captain America. And it has everything to do with us not liking give me something good. I don't care about the color of his skin. Just give me something, like give me a good story. Give me some compelling things. And he just doesn't have the chops to hold the show.
Do you remember
He's
when
not a front
Kamala
runner.
Harris was still running for president? And all of the
Yes.
Marvel people went on TV and they're like, we're voting for Kamala Harris and so should you. And they all looked like they just got out of the cancer ward or out of Auschwitz or something. Like they all looked like they were just like anemic, like fucking like Skeletor looking fucking like what the fuck is wrong with Iron Man? I didn't know Captain America was that old. Like why does he have wrinkles under his eyes? Why is he so skinny? Why does he look like he's been doing meth? I don't know. I don't know the answers to any of these questions. But I don't like it. And I still don't like it. And it kind of ruined the whole thing for me.
Well,
Yeah.
like you said,
No, yeah.
This movie had no reason to exist. Nothing, in my opinion, either with the characters or the overall MCU, nothing significant happened. It was just kind of pointless. Like if this would have been a TV movie, it'd be fine. You know what I mean? Like it'd be like, okay, one of fucking Falcon Cap's adventures or something, some kind of adventure. This would be in the comics. This would be a one-off story. You know what I mean? This would be a one-off issue of a comic about Falcon Cap that doesn't really have any greater impacts on anything else. And when you're doing a movie, especially one tied to the MCU, that's a huge mistake. Especially with how the MCU has been so interconnected and every movie affects everything else. And you're going to put out a movie that really has even the introduction of adamantium in the movie has no long-term fucking repercussions or consequences. The only quote-unquote consequence in this movie, I guess, is that Red Hulk finally shows up. But even by the end of that movie, that really doesn't seem to matter much. And the way they end things off with his character just kind of is like, oh, okay, it felt really one and done for the character. So
Everything's going to get reset anyways, right?
It's just a point. Well, and maybe that's why, because everything's going to get reset after Secret Wars anyway. But it really just felt like a pointless movie that didn't need to exist. On paper, and as I was watching it, it was not a bad movie, right? It just didn't. There was nothing significant in the movie that like I will never watch the movie again, and I'm glad I didn't pay for it at the movies, right? Like it was just a kind of a pointless movie. If you've got a couple hours to kill and you just want to watch something mindless that's not going to make you think and throw some, action in front of you, then sure, go ahead and watch it. It's not awful, but you're never going to watch it again. You'll watch it one time, be like, oh, okay, that was it. All right, fine. And then you'll immediately fucking forget about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You'll immediately forget it existed. So
Marvel put out a couple of those lately.
yeah, they have. And that's just, I mean, again, like I said, it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like some of the Marvel movies where it's outwardly like offensive as a Marvel film. It's just a real, it would, like I said, if this was a comic book, it would be a one-off adventure that wouldn't have any prolonged effects on the rest of the comics. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
This would be a one-issue little adventure that nobody remembers, nobody cares about, and that gets forgotten for bigger, better stories. That's what this movie would be.
USAID.
Yeah. It's not like Madam Web, which was a truly fucking offensive movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that movie was horrible.
Yeah.
I wonder how much USAID money went to Marvel
God only knows.
and Star Wars.
$. Dude, they were apparently paying fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Yep.
I should have started making movies just so I could get a fucking paycheck.
No, you should have just started a second channel that was like pro fucking Democrat or something.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, speaking of America, 'cause, you know, this conversation started off
be
with.
willing- Oh, what?
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I'd be willing to bet there are YouTubers that got paid for posting like pro modern Disney Star Wars shit.
Oh, 100%.
I don't think Marvel's doing that because there's been no evidence of it, but there has been clear evidence already that Disney has favored certain channels and send them on like tours to like fucking Star Wars Celebration in Japan and pay them money and all that kind of stuff. I'd be willing to bet that some of that, those gifts and that money and that backroom access and all that shit was paid for by USAID money.
Mm-hmm. This conversation got started off with because, you know, Anthony Mackie was saying disparaging things about America. But speaking of the, you know, the great USA, did y'all see the match between USA and Canada?
I saw that someone was trying to play hockey in the middle of the boxing match.
Yeah, I know, right? First 9 seconds of the game, because they, you know, when they were singing our national anthem, the Canadians were booing all to hell, you know, just booing. And in the first 9 seconds of the game when it started, there were 3 fights that broke out, and the Canadians got their ass whooped physically and, you know, in the match as well.
Fuck Canada. We could buy and sell them if we wanted to, and we probably should. We should buy and sell Canada and keep like a strip of land between Alaska and America and give the rest away to like fucking the Inuits or something.
Yep. I'm all for that. Can we get that on the ballot somewhere so we can vote for that shit?
Right.
Okay with that.
Fucking need to do.
Sounds like a good weekend project for Elon.
Yep.
So how you liking the house, man? So you in there still getting stuff ready?
Yeah, I'm building shelves for my office. My office is like the last thing. I spent the last few days getting the rest of the house ready for everybody else, and now I'm finally working on my office. So,
just judging from the camera, you look like it's smaller. Your office.
it is. It's about 2/3 the size. So from this to this is about the same distance as this wall and behind me to that wall, but lengthwise this way it's shorter. So
that sucks. You got a lot of shit in that old room.
Yeah, I know, and I got to figure out how to get that in here. So
You just gotta play some Tetris, bro.
Yeah,
Be careful, your stuff will disappear.
Put the L-shaped thing in the corner. You know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Play Tetris 2 because your stuff will just disappear, though.
Yeah, every time you like complete a wall, it just disappears. You're like, damn it.
Yep.
And then the other thing we should do is build a bridge to Hawaii, so you can just drive to Hawaii and back.
That'd be a long ass drive.
Can you imagine
I was
like
about to say
being in
that.
the middle of the fucking Pacific Ocean, halfway between like mainland and Hawaii, and like a fucking hurricane comes through, and you're like, "Please bridge, please bridge."
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the freaking tsunami can sweep you up.
Your white knuckling cheeks are fucking puckered.
You're halfway there and you hear from the back seat, I gotta poo.
Yeah, right.
Just hang it out the window.
That's where it'll end up anyway.
Now, if they did that, they'd have like little areas set off where you'd have breaks every few miles or whatever. You know, it'd be pretty cool. I bet you we could build something pretty fucking cool. Make it one of the fucking wonders of the modern world.
Dude, like
I mean-
those dudes who have to live under the ocean while they're doing like fucking underwater welding projects and shit. So they're down there for like a week at a time. And when you have to go, I heard this on Joe Rogan. They had like a pool that you go into that's like it's pressurized inside of the capsule, so the fucking water doesn't come in, but it's the ocean, you know, and it's just open to the ocean. And you hop in the ocean water and let go of what you need to get rid of. But there's like all of these fish down there that have learned, like, oh, when the people come out, like it's dinner time, you know, because they eat the poop. And so they're just like poking at your butthole, waiting for you to fucking poop. I don't know if I could do that. Plus, you can't see anything because it's pitch black. Plus, you know, like there's giant creatures that live in the ocean that eat you potentially. I don't know if I can shoot ever again.
Honda, the funny thing you said that, because I was watching this, like, you know, those YouTube shorts. It was about some guys that, I think it was like 5 guys got stuck like that because of the deep pressure thing, and it kind of like sucked them down in the water. And then like almost all of them died, I think, except one. And it was dark too, so they couldn't even go through the, you know, all the way through the tunnel. I think it was like they had to do like a pipeline or some shit.
Just sucked out their buttholes.
Whoa.
Dude's gonna have nightmares now.
Like that scene from fucking Alien Resurrection, where the alien got sucked through the porthole, but you're like deep, like in the ocean, trying to take a shit, and all of a sudden the pressure changes and your butthole gets sucked out.
Oh, that'd be nice though if like you have to take a big poop and like there's like a toilet that like suction cups the poop out of you quicker.
It'd be like Johnny Storm and fucking, you know, Deadpool Wolverine, where he gets his skin sucked off.
Helps you poop.
Well, that's kind of how the bathrooms work on like the space station.
I was about to ask that. Ain't that what the astronaut toilets are?
All their systems have to have suction and seals because you don't want shit floating around.
I wonder, has anyone ever like gotten fucking diarrhea on the fucking space station and couldn't make it to the suction thing?
Oh yeah.
And there's just fucking shit flying everywhere, and then like someone smells the shit, and then they throw up from the shit, and then there's puke and shit, and then like you can't get away from it because you're on a space station. You also can't clean it up because it's like floating everywhere, bro. You just gotta wait till it sticks to things and wipe it off. I don't know what you do.
You gotta get one of those old dust devils, you know, the handheld ones.
Like open a window.
Bubbles of barf just floating around.
I was about to do that too. You know somebody barf for sure. Can hide that.
Right.
0G barf.
Okay, but imagine you're floating in 0G and then you have the diarrhea. Is it going to propel you forward like it does in cartoons?
Yes.
Okay, let's say you have to burp. Like on Earth, like the burp would be on top, like the gas would be on top of the liquid inside of your stomach. And so when you let the burp out, it's just gas that comes out. But in space, you would think that it would all be kind of mixed together. And if you burp, you're just like fucking throwing. Sounds pretty awful to me.
Oh, it comes up in Google search like, what happens if an astronaut has diarrhea? Well, that's not a fun answer. It can cause dehydration and electrolyte balance. I don't want to hear about that.
No, that's not why we're asking, and you know it, Google.
Right.
Don't be a little bitch, Google.
Supposedly in the Russian space station, the old Russian space station, behind a lot of the electronic panels and stuff, condensation would just fucking form. And so like there's like tons of fucking old like moldy fucking nasty water underneath everything. Every time you take a panel off the fucking wall, it's just like covered in fucking nasty, slimy fucking Russian water.
Yeah.
You mean vodka?
Oh man, Buttrickles asked Matt if you've seen the new season 2 of Twisted Metal yet.
Is that out already?
No, have you seen the trailer? I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, the trailer? No, I haven't seen it. I like that show. See, that's what I mean. Like, that Anthony Mackie was great in that. That was a great show.
The season 2 is basically the game. You get the tournament.
Has anyone ever been knocked up in space?
Somebody got shot.
Season
Season 2
like.
of Twisted Metal came out like 8 months ago, by the way.
No, talking about season 2.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I hope that
Season 2 or season 3 of Twisted
I think
Metal.
we're getting Jack Reacher season 3 on Friday, Thursday or Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are really confusing me. Season 2 of Twisted Metal came out like 8 months ago.
No, it didn't.
No,
No, it didn't.
Then how did I watch it?
season 1 did.
Season 1 did.
Yeah, season 1 came out like a year and a half ago.
No, it didn't.
Twisted Metal? Yes.
Yes.
You can watch
Twisted Metal,
season 2.
Anthony
You can watch
Mackie.
season
It's not
2
yet.
right now. Yes, it did. I watched it already like 8 months ago. It
Then
was
how,
great.
then how does it end? What happens in season 2?
He when they get to that town, he goes inside the fucking town and I can't remember all of it. But
That was season 1.
That was
Yeah, that
season
was
1.
season 1.
Broken into two
no,
seasons.
no.
Yeah,
He
season
didn't
1
go
was
to
released.
he didn't go to the town until season
He went-
2.
No, he didn't. He went to the town on like episode because he goes to the town at the end of season 1, the last few episodes, and then they send him on a mission, and then he realizes that what is it that they're trying to kill him, or they don't really want, or no, they make him make a deal. He's got to like sacrifice something to stay in that town.
Right. They're trying to trick him because they think, or they're telling him like his brother's alive or something.
Mm-hmm.
Or the sister was alive.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he
sister,
ended up
yeah.
seeing his sister.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
all
he
season
ended up
1.
meeting his sister
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
I have
Yeah,
I have a
season 1.
question and then a follow-up question to go with my question. My question is, why is all TV so dumb and gay these days? And my follow-up question is, why do you guys like dumb and gay TV?
TV is dumb and gay. In fact, TV is way better than movies nowadays.
Right.
Dumb and gay, got it.
There's more good shit on TV than there is at the movie theater.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot better with TV shows than they have with movies in the last few years.
Yeah, I ain't saying much.
Just bigger gay and lame.
Let's take Twisted Metal as an example, as a case study, right? What is Twisted Metal originally? It was a shitty fucking video game that everyone immediately forgot about as soon as the next video game system came out, right?
No, not true.
Oh,
Not
A few
true at
people
all.
were like,
Yeah,
I
not
really
true.
like
No,
the
Twisted
Clown.
Metal
I
4
like
is
the
a better
Clown. What was
game.
his name? The Clown was good.
Twisted Metal is a long-running gaming franchise.
Yeah, very successful one.
Yeah.
Wait, how many have they done? 5 or 6 of those games?
Well,
They
original
kind of
one
fucked up that
came
last
out
one real
on
bad.
PS1.
And then they were like, hey, we're out of ideas for fucking movies and stuff. I know. How about that old game from the 90s that people liked? How do we make that into a movie? I don't know. Make it gay, make it a woman, and sell it.
Well, there was women in it. There was a woman in it. There was no gay people in the movie though. In the show though.
I'm already scared
Just
that
heard.
they're gonna.
I keep hearing gunshots. I'm gonna start returning fire.
You know I'm right by Chicago.
By the way,
so-
Ghost Shadow, I am gonna have to put lights on all these shelves again. I already have the lights. That's the beautiful thing. Duke was telling me about this, and I didn't believe him. But like, I ordered lights yesterday. They were here at like noon today,
Yeah,
which didn't happen where I used to live. It would take at least a week to get something from Amazon. I ordered from Amazon yesterday. Lights showed up at noon today. So,
Dude, sometimes when I order stuff, if I order it in the morning, it'll be there by dinner time.
there's a total of 10 Twisted Metal games.
Damn, I didn't realize they went that far.
Yeah, like 6.
Oh, fine, Abe, don't be jealous. It's better than being an expert in absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the only reason why there's 10 of them is because they were successful. People really like Twisted Metal.
Twisted faggot.
Yeah, I said they should make another game because they fucked up that last one bad.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the Geek Chat, we are watching Matt get his setup prepared, I guess.
Yeah.
Yep.
The only thing I don't like about it
an hour and a half late to the chat
is because he don't have a roll
Hey, I
on
didn't
for
get a
the nip slip.
notification. Nothing on Discord or anything.
It's in this the link in Discord like 4 hours before the chat.
I did not get a notification, man.
Well, you can go look yourself. You don't have to wait for a notification.
Yeah, you usually go down under the live chat at the bottom.
You gotta get all ding dang no little live chat, man, thing in the Discord.
Yeah.
Man, dang on, man, you gotta click internet, man.
Duke, are you already asleep?
I think Duke is asleep.
Uh-oh, is Duke out?
I hear snoring.
I'm not out.
Uh-huh.
Duke's in, baby.
I'm in, baby.
What are you working on right now? You're working on
Chilling.
something.
Are you doing some painting, Duke?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Did you say a salad?
Damn, baby.
Matt just needs to make his screen big, like expand it, and we can all just watch him for the rest of the time.
Yeah, but he needs to put a roll on.
There you
Trying
go.
to get a nip slip.
Now do the helicopter dick.
Helicopter.
What impressive dick. Do the helicopter dick. Do the helicopter dick. Bandrake knows that one.
Hell yeah.
That's how he ended up with 3 of his 6 kids.
Yeah. He needs to stop that helicopter dick.
Put a muzzle on that motherfucker.
Someone needs to ground that bitch.
No, I can't get my license taken.
Do you guys have legal weed in Michigan?
Yeah. Not
Do you
that
know
I
your laws? Do you know all like the differences between Texas and where you're at now?
do I know the differences? Yeah, it's not legal.
Barbecue joints.
It is legal here. That's what I know.
Joe Biden said that if your house is getting broken into, that you should go out on your patio and shoot 2 shotgun blasts into the air.
You should. That'll work out well for you.
I thought you were supposed to shoot one through the door, though.
That was another politician that said that.
Guess I have to buy a 3-barrel shotgun.
2 girls, 1 shotgun.
Ooh.
That's a video right there.
1 Kurt Cobain, 1 shotgun.
Yeah.
That's a different film.
That's a completely different movie. Still a good one, so I've heard.
You know, supposedly he was dead in that room for like some time while people were looking for him. They never like went upstairs to the room above the garage to look.
Now do the goatsy at Honda for not liking. What the fuck is the goatsy?
Let's see an
Basically,
order.
spread your ass cheeks at him.
Okay.
It's like the Batwing.
Sorry, I was never in the Navy, so I don't know that one.
You know the Batwing, right?
Just show him your chocolate starfish.
No, do you know what the Batwing is?
No. Sounds
Where
gay.
where you take the ball sack and stretch it out so that you can see light through it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Works pretty well if you have a flashlight behind you.
So it's like it's like a whole setup.
Oh yeah.
It's like a whole thing.
Yeah,
This isn't a spur of the moment situation.
It's like putting on the bat spotlight kind of thing, you know?
You got to be like prepared.
Yeah, you got to have that.
There's some
that-
prep time
Have
involved.
the torch ready.
Yeah. Okay.
Lord have mercy, this chat's already devolved.
Hey man, I clearly listed this as a very unprofessional chat in the fucking title. If anything was expecting anything more, that's on them.
This is true.
All right, Corey, turn on your camera and do the bat wing.
No, let's not say we did. You could do it for us if you want.
NC Lucky says Elon found all the Biden voters. They are 100 to 150 years old receiving Social Security. I heard that there were people who were 300 years old receiving Social Security right now.
Yeah, that fucking list that came out where there was someone alive that was between 360 and 369 years old.
Like, how old is this country?
Hey man, I'm just saying, if you've made it to that age, maybe you deserve Social Security.
Do we have vampires? Is that what's going on?
Apparently, yeah, that's what it was alluding to. You know, because there's like
the
what,
Highlander
5,
movies
6
were
million?
real. We have immortals.
Haven't you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
There can be only one.
You don't need to see that.
Come on.
I'm Connor McLeod of the Clan McLeod.
Leave them alone. They're just trying to live.
How are you doing, Fine Ape? I haven't seen you in quite some time. Calvin says, read my last chat. Never enough ammo. Instructions unclear. I tried to do the bat wing and tripped. Now I'm going to the ER and I doubt they'll bereave what I tripped and fell on the flashlight.
I tripped and fell on the flashlight and it ripped my ball sack open, and now my balls are hanging out like they're dangly bits, like a yo-yo. Right, Duke?
Duke's back asleep.
Duke!
Duke.
I just needs to go over there and beat on his fucking window.
Oh, I got a super chat. I can't read it. Somebody.
Oh, I already did. You're good.
Yeah, it's already got him.
Fuck me then. Sons of bitches.
Oh, he said it's a joke, by the way. I thought he was actually on his way to the ER because he tripped and fell on his flashlight while doing the bat wing.
Well, I'm sure there's someone out there trying right now. There's always got to be one in the group.
That's dedication, though. If you actually did that and took the time to leave a comment on your way to the ER.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, honey. I got to leave a comment on this YouTube chat that inspired me to do what I did that makes
I
make us go to the ER.
Like top 10 fan. Like that's some respect right there.
Oh, Grumpy Bear's asking for your new P.O. box because he's got some 45 GAP parts to send you.
and send you some Momo masks as well.
I don't have a new P.O. box yet. I will get one. Give me some time.
And Dwayne says Honda just came out.
Well, I just came anyway.
Oh! Oh, dude! Alright.
So how many bedrooms is this place that you got now?
It's just a 3-bed, 2-bath.
3-bed, 2-bath with an office?
Yep.
Okay.
This is a very small fucking room.
We're an hour and 40 minutes in, and Matt ain't finished one shelf yet.
I'm on my second shelf, motherfucker. What are you talking about?
I bet you're still finding screws.
Oh, what a piece of shit. This fucking thing just broke.
Damn.
Alright,
Got to jerry rig it.
well, that's one piece that ain't gonna work. Alright, hold on. I gotta go grab something. Be right back.
All right, well, Matt's gone. Everyone think of something that's going to get his channel a strike and get off of YouTube for a week so that he can take a break.
So you like saying slurs?
You guys like racial slurs?
There was this Austrian failed painter that was kind of a cool guy, you know?
He gave really good speeches.
Yeah, we ran Duke off.
88 is his number.
There was some controversy around Iraq veteran 88.
What? Finally come
Way
out
back.
as a gay Nazi?
Do you think that he really honestly just picked 88, or do you think he's got...
There's no fucking way he just randomly picked that. No fucking way.
Well, he says related to devil or all those other stuff. I don't know much about that.
I'm sorry. Plus all the stuff that has come out after that people who had actually gone and like hung out with him said his wife was like raging racist, like very openly and fucking like. And you don't marry somebody like that without fucking either knowing it and more than likely sharing those opinions.
That's probably why they divorced.
Okay, to be fair, man, you know there's some people that will deal with a lot of shit.
I'm just saying, there's no way in fucking hell that dude just randomly picked fucking 88, and his wife is just happens to be a raging racist.
Isn't his son or his stepson like half Mexican or half Hispanic?
I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen him in videos with black people. I'm going to say.
I don't know about
from that one
chick. I don't know about all that, but I do know that he was very in favor of the bump stock ban. That's when I really was like, I don't think I need to subscribe to this guy anymore.
He was in favor of the bump stock ban? I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was talking about, oh, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, it's just a bump stock. It's not that big of a.
Well, to be fair, bump stocks are pretty gay, but.
Yeah.
Yes, but it is a big deal banning something like that. Well, regardless of whether you use it or not.
It's the precedence that it sets. That's the big deal. It's the ability of the ATF to just... Well, and thankfully they can't do it anymore, right? Because they got rid of Chevron deference through the Supreme Court. So now things like the ATF can't just be like, you know what? I think that when they wrote this law in 1992 or whatever, that they actually meant this. Let's just add it in. And then they just do whatever the fuck they want. Dude, who's pressing their buttons very, very rapidly right now? It's funny.
That's somebody.
That's me.
What are you doing?
Firing my lasers.
Penis.
Vagina.
Iraq veteran got a divorce. Oh no.
Yeah, that's what I said a while ago. He done got him a new piece of ass.
Just don't pull a Kanye and fucking instantly marry the next one and don't get a prenup. Fucking retard. Did you guys see that?
Did he didn't on that new one?
Yeah. And yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely really on the deep end, losing his mind.
That guy is so fucking dumb, dude.
Because you could obviously see it in that girl. Now that he made a song about it. I didn't think he was going to make that mistake.
I mean, he even wrote the song, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke.
What?
Shot Red?
I don't know that. I don't know that lyric. Can you say it for me?
Nigga.
I ain't. Whoa.
No!
Whoa, Corey.
Hey, Corey gets the black card. He's the only one to come out go with that.
How did Corey get a black card?
I mean, he suffered, trials and tribulations.
That's true. Corey was given his black card.
He's black from the waist down.
Yeah. His name is Monty Python.
Oh yeah, like I said, that's why he was losing his mind heavily.
So I saw what you've been talking about on Discord there, Shot Red.
Yes.
Are you actually gonna get it, or are you still thinking about which one you're going to get?
Oh no, I'm gonna get it.
What are you gonna get? A penis
My
bump?
dream gun.
I thought it was a penis bump.
No, he's getting his dream
He
gun.
already has those.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
He sells them on the side. I forgot.
You don't need two of those. Almost there, goddamn.
What kind of pew were you pewing?
MP5.
Why would you?
You do an actual MP5 or like a Zenith or?
Okay, if you must have the Zenith.
It's kind of a dated design, in my opinion.
You can go fuck yourself, sir.
Why?
For the price, I would rather have an MPX.
MPXs don't look nearly as cool.
Yeah,
Right.
but they work
Remember,
way
I
better,
like-
and they're way smoother, and they're way nicer.
If we're going to talk about what's the word? Ergonomics and all those stuff. Yeah, I could get that, and technically I could get a BNT. I found out from them, but I always loved that design of the MP5, the look, all that.
You know what? Fuck China. For not including all the shit I fucking need for this goddamn
China asshole.
China asshole.
No trust China. China asshole.
I mean, it's China, Matt. What do you expect?
Well, now I can't fucking finish this goddamn thing. Alright, I'll be back.
Yep, I agree, Calhoun. I know about that too. But that was only one I can get that I can skirt through the California law.
I always think it's funny when they have like the directions that are translated from Chinese to English, and like the translations don't exactly work correctly. So they're like, I don't know, just like the way they say things is weird and it's like hard to understand. And it's like obvious that it was translated from Chinese. I can't think of an example. I'm sorry.
I can't remember what it was. There's supposed to be there's been a movie that's really funny where it was translated from English to Chinese, then back to English.
It's Revenge of the Sith. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Backstroke of the West. Yeah, the entire Revenge of the Sith is like that on YouTube.
All right, penises. What did we miss? Any cats out there? What? Oh, Duke left, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he duked out about 10 minutes ago. Of course, as always, didn't say bye. He just left.
That's because he's falling asleep. Ah. Well, we got like 10 minutes of this chat left, and I've almost built 2 shelves.
You even started earlier, and Duke can't hang out all the way.
I know. What the hell?
Speaking of geek related, anybody got their thoughts on the Terminator movie?
Terminator? What Terminator movie?
The first one.
Oh.
I just watched it. I just watched it this morning because it was on YouTube for free.
Have you seen it before?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just trying to think of something.
What were you asking? I was just wondering.
Yeah,
No,
you made it
what
sound
are
like you've never
y'all's
seen it
thoughts
before.
on it? I'm just trying to make conversation here.
Hey, you'd be surprised. Some people have never seen certain movies.
Terminator?
Yeah.
I saw it on YouTube for the first time ever.
Uh-huh. No, I was just trying to make conversation.
He got that fella there, got that man, got that metal skeleton. He walked around. I'm the Batman.
Or Bug Howard.
They go around there and go like they're looking for this Connor lady, but they keep getting the wrong one.
I'm be honest. I like the first one better than the sequel.
Blasphemy?
No,
a little bit of blasphemy.
No, that's blasphemy. Second one is one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yep, I agree with that.
Well, like that
I
whole
mean,
thing,
one was
debating
good, but
alien
2
and
was
alien.
much better.
I wouldn't mind seeing remaster the first one. You get some like replace some like the stop motion. It's clearly stop motion puppets. Replace it with CG. Like same with RoboCop. The ending RoboCop to get the giant arm dick falling from the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first Terminator movie was interesting in its own right. If you go back and watch that, because I always remembered T2 more than anything else.
T2 is a better sequel. I'll give you that. But the reason why I like T1 a lot better is because throughout all of Arnold's career, he has mostly played the hero, the good guy. So it's very rare we ever get to see him play the villain. And for his first time playing a villain, like a cold-blooded machine killer, I enjoy that.
Well, it's one of those earliest roles too.
It is.
Yeah. I like Raw Deal as well.
Yeah, Raw Deal's a good one. That's probably one of my top 5 Arnold movies. But I just I prefer that one because it's a lot more serious. Yes, the sequel was serious as well, but you had campy moments. It's kind of like RoboCop, where it was serious, it was violent, but it did have its small campy moments, not compared to RoboCop 2.
He was Mr. Freeze too. Don't forget about that.
Yes.
That was a good movie, man.
Yeah, he was.
One of the most serious roles anyone's ever played.
Mm-hmm.
Freeze.
Think about this, though.
Out of all of the Batman villains, Mr. Freeze has like the best fucking story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like he's conflicted about his dying wife and wanting to save her, and he's willing to like do whatever it takes to save his dying wife, which includes breaking the law and doing whatever he needs to do to save her. So really, like, he's not a bad guy, but he's not a good guy.
You don't do a really good movie about Freeze.
Well, besides the Joker, Mr. Freeze, they done so much good work from fucking video games to cartoons and all types of stuff.
Here, let me get this question real quick from the engine guy, because I know this one. The one you're talking about where he pours the cocaine out of the boot, that is Red Heat. Red Heat is the one with Jim Belushi. So that's the one you're thinking of.
Well, also remember, as far as Mr. Freeze goes, that originally Mr. Freeze did not have good motivations.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was changed because of the animated series. That whole thing was because of Batman the Animated Series. That was not something that existed.
Bruce Timm did a lot of good with Batman.
Well, I mean, that happens to a lot of characters. You know, they all got like interesting rechanges and stuff, and some people like the later versions than what they originally were about.
Bruce Timm is responsible for a lot of the way we think about Batman nowadays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
He's the creator of Harley Quinn as well.
Yep. So now I feel like they bastardized her a lot now.
Oh, they've ruined that character. They turned her into basically an anti-hero now.
Yeah, I only seen clips of it. It may be interesting. I still refuse watching that show.
Oh, the cartoon. Oh, that was so bad. It's basically making fun of the entire comic book genre, Batman and everything. The Batman's an idiot in that show.
I do have a question though. Out of all the live action Batman films we've gotten, who do you think is the least talked about villain out of all of them?
Bane.
Bane?
Batman and Robin Bane, specifically.
Yeah. I was going to say Penguin is the one I was going to go with, is Penguin.
Penguin?
Because a lot of people, when they talk about
Penguin.
Because a lot of people, when they talk about Batman Returns, they always mention Catwoman, not much about Penguin. And just like we were talking about Mr. Freeze from Batman and Robin.
Batman Returns, it's equal here. Danny DeVito kind of like really sold that role.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of because a lot of people, whenever mention Batman, nobody ever mentions the Penguin. It's always Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Joker. But it's never really Penguin. At least people I talk to don't.
I see people talk about Bane. Of course, they're not going to talk about the horrible ones, what they did with Bane and all that other stuff.
Yeah, we've had two pretty decent interpretations of Penguin in live action. We have not had a good Bane in live action yet.
No, that's not true. We've had one good version of Penguin. I'm sorry, Danny DeVito was a shitty Penguin.
Well, it was a different take on Penguin. It was like
that was some Tim Burton version of Penguin.
Yeah.
Hey, I was like that version.
A humanoid.
Colin Farrell from the new Penguin show, fucking was awesome. That was Penguin. That was fucking Penguin. So, because Penguin wasn't some fucking mutated fucking whatever half penguin. He was a crime boss.
Right.
It's like.
Well, the first Batman movie was good. It had least amount of Tim Burton in it. Well, it was Tim Burton movie, but not like the second movie. The second movie is very Burton movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all an interpretation. I mean, that's one of my favorite Jokers, and the Jokers really don't have technically an origin story how the way they did it with that Tim Burton version.
The Tim Burton Batman Returns, I still enjoy the movie, but it's a very different take to what any of the characters are. Catwoman don't have powers. Penguin's not a mutant. It's very different from what the comics are. I don't know why they decided to give Catwoman powers. In that horrible Halle Berry movie, they gave her powers.
Yeah,
she's a cat burglar. That's it.
Well, I think for their perspective, I think they just see it as, well, that character's lame if they just they're just a cat burglar and just don't have anything interesting about it.
She had 9 lives.
If a normal human doing acrobatic stuff, that makes Batman lame as well.
Right. Well, compared to some Batman fight, sometimes he finds some interesting shit that's not, based on humans.
Saying they I understand the studio saying that, like where they want to give Catwoman power type things, but if you're doing that to her because if you think she's lame, then you think Batman's lame because she's just basically the female villain version of Batman.
Batman is the best superhero that there is.
Batman's not a superhero.
Yes.
No superpowers, no superhero.
He's a vigilante.
He can be a
Always
hero,
has a way
but
out.
he's
He always has a gadget to save the day. He always plans ahead. He always knows who the guy is. He can always figure it out. He's Batman.
But he don't have superpowers.
He doesn't need superpowers because he's Batman. His
but in order
superpowers.
to be a superhero, you have to have superpowers.
His
Oh no, he
superpowers.
got
being-
superpowers. Yeah, Batman got superpowers. He's very psychotic and he got money.
Yeah, Calhoun Republic, but Punisher's better.
I get and go with the power of prep time.
Batman is the best superhero because any one of us could aspire to be Batman. None of us could be Superman.
Yeah.
I think most of us could more likely can aspire to be Punisher instead of Batman. I don't have billions of dollars to have like high-tech gadgets, but
Much rather be Punisher.
plus Punisher's villains don't normally come back.
If
Well,
Punisher
definitely,
and
I agree with
Batman
that.
got in a fight, Batman would win
No,
because he would know.
Batman doesn't kill, and Punisher's not afraid to.
Yeah, well, Batman would know a way to get around his shit. He's Batman.
Not how that works.
Yeah, that's exactly how that works, actually.
I was going to
Chris?
mention this comment before I got pulled away. Sorry. But I noticed that after, Tim Burton's Batman Returns came out, a lot of the cartoons after that really tried to go with the humanoid penguin look. Like in the animated series, and of course the Batman cartoon that came out where Penguin was literally almost like a penguin-esque.
The Penguin.
Mm-hmm.
Preston Garvey says Halle Berry was the best Catwoman, except for she's the worst actress in the history of Hollywood.
But she's also the owner of my favorite line in any comic book movie ever, and that's her line from X-Men. What happens when you get struck by lightning?
Yeah.
Same thing as everything else. It's the greatest line ever.
Major Payne is asking, which AR-556 do you suggest? Say $1,000 for my budget, home protection and fun, one that will last without tearing itself up, moderate shooting, not low end or extremely military duty high end. Thanks.
So that means no PSA.
Can you still get Colt 60? Colt the Colts? What the fuck? Why am I blanking on it? The Colt
6130s?
61. Is that it? 6130?
6930? I don't know. It's one of those.
How much
You
those
get
cost?
those for around $1,000?
No,
Probably not.
I mean, the other option would be like I'd get a really nice BCM upper, and then just any lower that you wanted. But a really nice BCM upper will cost you about $700, and then you can get a lower for $2 to $3, and you'll be in at $1,000. Like a complete upper and a complete lower.
I'm with you there, Matt, because I'm always been the big fan of customization. Like, if you don't want to spend, if you want to buy something really, really cheap, you know where to go to get that. But I'm like, if you want something a little bit more, just customize it.
Yeah.
I mean, Spike's Tacticals come in at about 1,000-ish. Doll hairs.
What about M&P, the M&P Sports? I don't know
Oh,
if
you
that
get
counts as well.
a PSA Saber. And it's Colt LE 6920 is the one that we were thinking of.
6920. Fucking numbers I couldn't fucking remember.
Which is also about that same price point. M&P 15 non-sport, just the regular M&P 15s.
Yeah, how much are those?
All about the same price.
Okay, yeah. So,
I'd go with the Saber myself. Get that Saber, man.
I mean, if we're gonna compare to that M&P, compared to that Saber, I expect the Saber to have a little more quality parts.
Ooh, you could get an FN15. What's the PSA top end stuff? Ooh, you can get an IWI. A Z15. Get a Bushmaster. A Bushy.
Get the bush.
Gotta spread the bush. Ooh, get that Keltec RDB Survival. Have you seen those?
No, don't do that.
It's the dumbest looking gun in the history of fucking anything. Here, I have a picture of it. I'll just pull it up so everyone can marvel at this fucking stupidity.
I don't think you can show things like that on Facebook or YouTube.
Can you show a picture of a gun? I think you can.
As long as no one's actually holding it.
Okay, then we're good. There you go.
Man,
Look at that
sounds
dumb
like-
thing, dude.
That shit looks ugly as sin.
I don't know. I certainly no support abortions. Thank you.
Well, I know what everyone's getting for Christmas now.
Does it come in 45 gap?
Look how thin that barrel is, too. It's got like a pencil barrel.
Shit, you can barely grip the gun. It look like it.
Oh no. No thanks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that. It's actually past that time. It is past the time for us to get the fuck out of here. So we're going to shut this down. Be back on Wednesday, and I think that'll probably be it for this week. I won't be doing a Friday chat this week. I got stuff I have to do on Friday, so it probably won't be back until next Monday, unless I do get time to do a geek chat on Saturday. I'm not sure if I will or not, but we'll definitely be back on Wednesday. So we'll be back here in a couple days. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and watching me build fucking shelves, because, I mean, you know, why not? But
why not?
Why not? But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys have a great fucking week, and we'll see you back in a couple of days. As always, deuces yo, shall not pee in fridge, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.